Good evening, Micah Ullman here along with Cher Calvin. Breaking news, a pursuit, a wild ending here in Woodland Hills. Sky 5 is over the scene.
That's right. In fact, Tim Lim, we just saw the suspect get out of that car, run across the freeway, and then we saw him go down. Tell us what happened.
Well, exactly what happened here is this pursuit all started about 20 minutes ago, going through all the West Valley. He got on the freeway here westbound, got off at DeSoto, turned around, came back. He was on the cell phone with his mother, talking with police and with his mother, saying he was going to give up. He was going to pull over, get something out of his trunk. They advised him not to do that. They advised him to pull off the freeway and stop, at which time he stopped on the freeway, made a U-turn. He was stopped by the units. They jammed him in. If we can go back to some tape, if we have that ready to go. He stopped on the freeway, and then he jumped out of the car and looked like he started pointing maybe a weapon at the officers, and then finally the suspect was shot right in front of that civilian car you see parked on the right shoulder there. If we push it in a little bit, you'll see the blue car. He ran right in front of that blue car, was pointing guns at it would look like a gun at the person inside of that car, at which time the LAPD was then pursuing him on foot, and shots were fired. You see right now, we're gone to tape, the vehicle coming to a slow stop here on the freeway. You'll see it make the U-turn. The LAPD unit jams him, and then the suspect out of the passenger door. You'll see him pop out, and then immediately comes out and goes into a combat stance with like two hands in front of him, possibly holding a weapon. You can see them chasing him, and it looks like there was an exchange of gunfire between the suspect and LAPD. And at the end there, you see right in front of the car, he was knocked down. Coming back out live here, you're going to see the end of this pursuit here. This is going to have the eastbound 101 completely shut down here at DeSoto for quite a while they investigate this officer-involved shooting. But a real fast pursuit. He was at speeds of 100 miles an hour through the city streets up here in the West Valley, going through red lights, just blowing around people. In fact, they went to a surveillance mode at one point, trying to get him to slow down. As I said before, he was on the cell phone with his mother at home, who was also relaying it to the LAPD, and they were trying to get him to stop. But apparently he decided, as he said, he wanted to stop and get something out of his trunk. They advised him not to do that, and then he did that U-turn, and then the shots were fired, and the suspect went down here on the side of the freeway. So a very dangerous ending to a pursuit here in the West Valley. Let me send it back to you in the studio.
Tim, what appears to be a deadly ending. Obviously, we rolled the videotape and went back to the live picture before we saw that suspect go down, but it appears from the angle we have now that that individual is lying motionless on the side of the freeway.
Yes, it does here, too. We're kind of keeping a wide shot here. The LAPD helicopter overhead asked us to kind of keep a wide shot on this until they figure out exactly what's going on. So we really don't want to put too much on air. But you can see he's down on the side. I can see the fire department getting ready to come up to the scene. They were on the surface street being held back by the PD until they could make sure the suspect was down and unarmed. But if we can push back in a little closer, maybe we can see exactly what we have going on here. But right now, they're going to wait and see to make sure that he is secure before they let the fire department up onto the freeway. But the on-ramp I can see for the freeway is completely blocked by traffic. So I did see the PD or the fire department go by on the surface streets, but I don't see them right now if they're working their way up onto the freeway. But a very bad shootout here on the freeway as this pursuit comes to an end.